Oh, what? Is it that time again already? Oh crap, I wasn't even prepared for this. Greetings, fellow Vita fans. This is James from PS Vita at 2 AM, and once again, I'm coming at you with another exciting video. Needless to say, you guys have caught me a tad unprepared today. I mean, like, seriously, this month seemed to have just flown by, but I guess I got a duty to fulfill, and it is now time to count down all of the PlayStation Vita games that are going to be releasing for April 2019. Yeah, seriously, can you guys believe that a quarter of the year has already gone by? It's just expanding my mind, or blowing my mind, or however you say it. Huh, that wasn't even in the script. Now, all my Vita brothers and sisters, I do have to give you my disclaimer as per usual, as I do for every one of these videos that I make monthly. Keep in mind that the PlayStation Vita oftentimes gets games released at the spur of the moment. In fact, this past month of March, we saw a lot of games just get announced just right on the week that they were coming out. Yep, Metagal, I'm looking at you. Oh boy, barely squeaked by through that one. So just bear in mind that this is definitely not going to be all of the PlayStation Vita games we'll be seeing for the month of April 2019. There's gonna be more, I can already guarantee you that. Have I hyped this up enough for you? Oh, you want me to shut up and just get on with the list? Alright. So without further ado, here we go. These are all the games that are coming out for the month of April 2019. I can feel the anticipation. Alright, for the first game up on our list, we have Variable Barricade. I'm not gonna lie here, when I first read the title, I thought it was a war simulator game. You know, because of the whole barricade thing. Boy, was I ever wrong. Nah, it's a dude simulator. And this one does seem to have quite the interesting premise from what I have read so far. A proposal within 5 seconds of meeting? I think that's some sort of weird record for an Otome game. The mysterious handsome men who appeared in front of Hibari, the only daughter of the distinguished Tojo family, were the groom candidates who had been sent by her natural enemy, her grandfather. Yeah, her grandfather's her natural enemy in this game. Must be hard around the Christmas season. I'm sensing some shenanigans here. The 4 men try to pursue her in many ways aimed for the groom position. Within the dazzling days of seduction, Hibari must make her decision. There's absolutely no way I'll fall for you. Great, now she's starting to sound like all the other women in my life. Ahem. Plot-wise, though, oh, I got a feeling that ain't true. She's definitely gonna fall for one of them dudes, even if it's not me, even though it should be me. Alright, so for all you Otome lovers out there, this game will be available on the Japanese PlayStation Store and a retail version in Japan on April 4th, 2019. No word yet on a Western release. Now let's talk about Eve, Rebirth Terror. I actually had briefly covered this game on my channel a couple of months back, and now, lo and behold, we have gameplay. Yeah, my original video back then didn't have any gameplay. I had to use punchline gameplay, which in hindsight had nothing at all to do with this game. But we just rolled with it, as we usually do on this channel here. You know, it was cool. What's interesting is that the first version of this game, Eve Burst Error, originally released in 1995 on the PC, later ported to the Sega Saturn. While now the long-awaited Eve Rebirth Terror starts a brand new story. And what's even cooler about this is that the PS Vita version of Eve Rebirth Terror includes a mini-episode visual novel on the cartridge itself, and it can be accessed from the in-game menu. I'm digging it, I'm digging it! New graphics transform the design and coloring. Enhanced and modern expressions such as poses, blinking, and lip syncing. Ooh, getting a little realistic there, aren't we, game? Combination of new and definitive represents the character's engagement and charm of the Eve series. A new title, but preserves the good of the old gaming adventures. So I guess the best way I can describe this game is it kinda plays like a more visual Navi female version side of the Snatcher from the Sega CD. Yeah, but just a little bit more visual Navi, not as much action. Not even sure that's a word, but I'm running with it. And this game will be available on the Japanese PlayStation Store and retail on April 25th in Japan. And unfortunately, yeah, we have no confirmation yet of a possible Western release. Out of all the visual novels that are getting a Japanese release, this is the one that I'm hoping that they bring over to the West. At least as far as the unconfirmed goes. Crossing fingers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying. Now for the game that, out of all of the games I have talked about so far, has shocked me the most. And you'll see why in a minute. The game is called Nurse Love Syndrome. For many of you out there, I'm sure that name kind of is ringing a bell at this point. Yep, this is a game that takes place in the same universe as Nurse Love Addiction. A visual novel game about nurses that, I'll just leave the rest up to your imagination. The devs have announced that this game will be coming to the PlayStation Vita sometime in 2019. So if you played Nurse Love Addiction, then you probably know what this one's going to be all about. And if you don't, psst, it's about Yuri. Oh dear, I've said too much. And now for the surprising part. This is going to be getting an official Western release this April. And as you probably have come to already realize from Nurse Love Addiction, yep, Limited Run Games is going to be doing a physical release for all you PlayStation Vita collectors out there. And that's going to be dropping on April 2019. So I guess we can assume that the digital version will be dropping sometime around that date. Just saying. That's all I'm going to say about this title for now. But don't worry, I will do an official news video for it when the release date draws closer, so we can learn more about the story. Even though a game like this doesn't really... never mind. And, yeah. What, it's over already? Sad to say, but not a whole lot of games have been confirmed for April 2019, at least not as of yet. However, as you can see from this list here, everyone, we have a lot of games that are still with 2019 pending releases. So many games, even more than I can fit onto this video by itself. This list is truly epic! So don't get down, everyone. There is still plenty more to come. And don't worry, I will be covering all of those for you. Something new I also wanted to do is, starting with this video here, whenever I do hear of any new releases that are getting released on the fly, I will be adding them to the list in the description, as a separate category of course. This way you guys can kind of keep up more, so make sure to check back with this video periodically throughout the month. And as always, fellow Vita fans, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. The following video has been brought to you in part by Adam Theory, Saul Ramirez, Heston Joseph, and all these wonderfully generous people over at Patreon. I have a number of exclusive perks available for backers, so if you're interested in supporting the channel, check those links down in the description and whatnot. Oh, and I also forgot to mention that I have just launched YouTube channel memberships, so for some of you who might not be interested in the whole Patreon making account thing, yet you still want to donate to the channel, you can do directly so through YouTube now, and it comes with the same perks as well. Check the link down in the description below.